What's up, Internet? Advantageous here, and have you been very good lately? Because if so, then you're in for a real treat. Yeah, this is my second video of my berry team. I sort of lied as I was trying to compile my videos to edit. I realized that I had one battle that was pretty long, even though it was a battle spot battle. 3v3, it was fairly long. So this one's only a 2-video episode. So I'm going to start off the first one. As you can see, no Kangaskhan in this one, so that was different. So here we go. But yeah, Regirock still came. It was extremely useful for obvious reasons. Stealth Rock Explosion is just really good. And luckily he's actually going to switch out his Crocodile first turn, which is great. So I get 3 Stealth Rocks. And it doesn't even affect my Sturdy. And then I just get to go for a free Earthquake, so I'm sitting pretty. It doesn't do that much, unfortunately, and he has the Drain Punch, so I'm like, well, that's unfortunate. So he brings me down. I had to like calculate it, because I couldn't do it in my head, to make sure that the check of Custap Berry would go off. But then I realized I outsped him anyways. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I get a nice big Explosion off. And he doesn't get a Drain Punch off, so he doesn't get any health back, which is awesome. So I like to see that. So in comes Zard. And here I was hoping he didn't have Thunder Punch or Stone Edge. Because if he did have Stone Edge, I do have the Chardy Berry to reduce it, but I don't know if I could live it, because that's gonna hurt. So here, this Conkeldurr is just continuing to go for Mach Punch, and I didn't want to take any extra recoil damage, so I just go for the Earthquake. I could have gone for the Flare Blitz, but I wasn't sure also what his last poke was, which he reveals to be Metagross. So yeah, this Charizard is running Swords Dance. What's it? Flare Blitz, Thunder Punch, and Earthquake. Yeah, I could put D-Dance on it. That was totally an option, but I wanted to go for the Swords Dance option. Jolly Nature with Swords Dance. I don't know, like, I feel like Dragon Dance is so easy to put on Charizard. But yeah, so in comes the Crook. It's not Intimidate, so I'm guessing it was a Moxie Crook, probably. Definitely not Scarf either, so kind of weird to see it. Normally, if you have a Moxie one, you bring the Scarf on it, and that would definitely outspeed Zard. So yeah, so my first battle here is going to be a Charizard Sweep. So that was pretty good. Sceptile still not getting to do anything. Poor guy. So I'm going to load up the next video here. So as you can see, this is, yeah. I can't remember if Sceptile got to do something in the last video. But yeah, you can see this is my bulky core. Lantern is just very strong. Very hard to take out. Got a lot of health. So I'm going to start the battle here. So yeah, so very different lead for me, as I do actually lead with Trevenant, who goes up against Shiny Klefki. So I was predicting a Swagger Foul Play Klefki, which is kind of scary against this Trevenant, because it does have a pretty high attack stat, even without any investment. So he's going to T-Wave me first turn. I'm actually going to Will-O-Wisp him, which is great for me, because that does actually affect Foul Play. Surprisingly, even though it uses my attack stat, it does actually calculate that to the damage that Foul Play does. So this Klefki is going to go for Spikes. So looks like it's just yeah, Spikes lead, maybe Suicide lead. Probably not the Verlistify, like Swagger, Thunder Wave, Foul Play shenanigans. Anyway, so now I've got this Klefki burned and Leech Seeded. I get my Harvest Bat for my Lemberry, so even if he wants to try and paralyze me. So in comes Kangaskhan. As I am actually going to go for the Phantom Force here. I didn't know he had it. So kind of unfortunate. And he's actually going to keep it Scrappy up to go for the Power Punch, which is a pretty good play, I'd say. I mean, he couldn't hit me anyway, so now he brings out Mega Kang, and I'm wondering if he has the Sucker Punch, because if he does, that's really good for me. And then he reveals Ice Punch. I'm like, ooh, that's bad news bears. And I get frozen, but Lumberry coming in clutch, which is excellent. So I'm definitely not going to be able to live another one of these. I know that, but I do get the Leech Seed off, which is excellent. Leech Seed is also like super helpful for switching, because then you can take a hit and get that health back, sort of like Wish Passing. So yeah, so I'm doing great with my harvest right now. I'm like 2 for 2, but yeah, that was clutch, that Lumberry. So I'm gonna switch into Lantern. He's gonna obviously go for the Ice Punch, and that's not gonna do a whole lot to me. Praying for no freeze, and he doesn't get it. And then I get some Leech Seed recovery. So I'm sitting pretty good here. I need to get this Kangaskhan burn though. I need to neuter it. So he's going to switch out into what he reveals to be Carbink, which is interesting. So he's got like 2 kind of like non-attacking mons. And as you'll see, this is like the Light Clay setup Carbink. Normally your lead. So I was wondering why, because like normally you would lead Carbink or Klefki and then have 2 attacking mons in the back. So he brought both of them and Kang. So he put like all his faith in the Kang to just absolutely destroy my team. So this Carbink is just continuing to let me like stockpile up on him, which I just don't get. So yeah, this Lantern set is Scald, Ice Beam, Stockpile, and Rest with the Chesto Berry. Very weird set, I know. Not usual, but it is meant to take full advantage of its like massive health. I would have preferred like maybe Citrus Berry and go like almost like Sleep Dog, like Scald, Stockpile, Sleep Talk, Rest with the Citrus, but I wanted to put Citrus on Kang because I felt like it could take more advantage of it because Kang has good defense or good health. So it can just take those hits and then still dish a hit right back. Whereas Lantern, it's not really like that. It's like why I put the Chardy Berry on Charizard. So Kang's going to get switched in here and he's going to take a burn. And I'm 4 minutes in and this is a 7-minute video. So I'm just going to tell you, it's pretty boring. But I just wanted to show it off. It's just, this is why, it's just Lantern. Lantern is very powerful, very hard to beat. And then the Kang finally like is smart and goes for the Power Punch. You should have done that in the first place, because you're just not helping yourself. So he's gonna Power Punch. I got nothing left to do because Scald and Ice Beam aren't gonna do that much. I am not invested in special attack, so it's best to just stall this Kang out because it doesn't look like it has Drain Punch. So it's not gonna be doing anything to me. And I'm just going to let the burn whittle it down. And then it actually does reveal the Drain Punch. So I'm like, okay. And it's pretty good to use against the Lantern, just because Lantern has like a pretty good like experience HP stat. So he's going to be he's getting more health back than he's losing with the burn. But Skull's going to go through, and it's going to put him in range, but he needs to go down. So here, I let him hit me with another Drain Punch. I'm banking on the fact that I can take him out this turn. But yeah, I am, yeah, I've got 2 stockpiles, or 3 stockpiles up. So Lantern is, like, a beast. So the Skull goes through, I do believe, yeah, because the light screen wore off, it did a little more there, and the burn's going to take it out. And now he's got a Carbink that likely knows Moonblast only, and then a Klefki that maybe knows Foul Play. And this Lantern, you know, is Calm Nature, has it. And then the Klefki shows the Toxic. So it says it has Toxic and T-Wave, which is interesting. He probably forgot that I rest on this, so I'm like, yeah, you can't win this. I'm sorry. I feel bad, but I mean, what am I gonna do, you know? I'm not gonna forfeit. I want to win. I like winning. Winning's fun. And then Klefki reveals the Dazzling Gleam, which actually crits me, goes through all my stockpiles, but even that, like, that did nothing. I maxed Special Defense Calm Nature, and this is a Klefki that's likely not invested. So it's like, well, what are you gonna do now, Klefki? I'm asleep, and you can't touch me. So what are you gonna do? So he hits me with another Dazzling Gleam. I'm like, you just critted me, and it did nothing. Look at how little that does. If I had lefties, you'd be doing nothing. That would be probably another thing I would have put on it. You know, like lefties for single battles is always good. So yeah, so this Clef is just getting whittled down. And finally he forfeits. So I'm like, thank you! Why were you holding on for so long? Yeah, some people are stubborn. So that was definitely just poor playing on his part. And yes, all three of them were shiny. But his sets were just really weird. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the second very good team for another very good video. I got to show off two of my berries. I didn't get to show off the Charty Berry or the Citrus Berry, but you got to see the Lum and the Chesto coming into play, being clutch with my two bulkiest mons. Or those were my three bulkiest. Yeah, the other two were more offensive. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!